Hi everyone, Tim here. For those of you that don't know, I spent 11 years in the Marine Corps, and when I was in the Marine Corps, we had a joke, and it went something like this. When recruiting first started at Ton Tavern, the call went out for everyone that would join the Marines would get a free shot of rum. And so a guy said, "Hey, I'm in. I wanted to go see the world, join the Marines." So he goes and he gets his shot of rum, and he has a sip of it, and he's sitting on the bench. And there's a pause, and he said, "All right, for anybody who joins, you get a shot of rum and a beer chaser." And then the next couple of guys say, "Yeah, we're in." So they grab their shot of rum and their beer chaser, and they sit down with the first guy. And the first guy looks to the second and the third guy, and he says, "You know, in the old Corps, we didn't get a beer chaser." And the joke is kind of true. You know, when people enter the Marines and they said, you know, when I went through boot camp, we did this, this, and this, and all of you that come after, you didn't do it the same way. And the timing of when exactly the cutoff for the old Corps was somewhere around 5 minutes after someone went through it. And we see some of the same stuff in martial arts, right? Where I was living and training in Okinawa, and I lived and trained in Japan for a total of 18 years. And I left the hombu dojo in 2006, and I've been back a few times since, right? Well, my teacher, Akimine Sensei, is continuing to develop his understanding of what he's teaching, and he changes some things. And that's okay. You know, when people go there after I go there, and even though they might be junior, they come back with new and updated and fresh information, and that's an opportunity to grow. Now, are there some pains of change? Yes, the change sometimes comes with difficulty, right? So we spent a lot of sweat and time and, you know, sometimes even a little bit of blood and tears learning to do something one way, and then all of a sudden it changes. And there can be a defensive reaction to that. But I think that we need to push through that defensive reaction because our teachers continue to develop and learn and change, and new thoughts come out and new ways of explaining it. And sometimes new perspectives on the side of the students open up, and you're more able to better understand what it is that you're trying to learn. So sometimes the technique itself doesn't even change, but our perception of it changes. So my point today is to be open to change, to be embracing of it. Don't try to wall off and say, well, back in the old way, we used to do it this way, and that was right, and everything you're doing now is wrong. Because if you do that, and there's a temptation to do that because that emotional attachment to what you learned the way you first learned it, it can lead you to stagnation. So I would encourage people to keep an open mind. Some of your kohai that go there after you've been there can come back with a new message, and you can learn and develop and grow from that. That was what I wanted to say today. So hopefully you're enjoying this. If you like these sorts of discussions, I have them in a discussion area. I also have a playlist of karate thoughts where I break down body dynamics and certain things that cross my mind. And I do the same thing in the Kobudo area. So I try to put these updates out once a week. So if you want to follow what I got going on, please subscribe. It certainly helps me organize my thoughts and get information out and try to be a positive influence in the community. So thanks for your attention and time.